Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Act 5, The End of It.
This bedpost is my own. This bed is my own. The room is my own. Best and happiest of all, the time before me is my own, to make amends in. Oh, Marley, heaven and the Christmas time be praised for this. I say it on my knees, Marley, on my knees.
As I told Scrooge before, I sat invisible beside him many a day, but I couldn't answer him, even on this day, on Christmas. My work was done, and he would never see me or any of the other spirits ever again.
They're not torn down. The bed curtains are not torn down, rings and all. They are here. I am here. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will. I don't know what to do. I am as light as a feather. I am as happy as an angel. I am as merry as a schoolboy. I am as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody. A Happy New Year to all the world. Ha ha ha. I don't know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything.
Scrooge set about preparing himself for the day. Shaving was not an easy task, for his hand continued to shake very much, and shaving requires attention, even when you don't dance while you're at it, as he was. But if he had cut off the end of his nose, he would have put a piece of sticking plaster over it and been quite satisfied. He dressed himself all in his best, and got out into the streets. The people by this time were pouring forth, as he had seen them with the ghost of Christmas present, and Scrooge regarded every one with a delighted smile.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
A Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Good morning.
Scrooge found the gentleman who'd walked into his counting house the day before and offered an anonymous donation for their collection, which included a great many back payments. Just as anonymously, he purchased the prize turkey from the shop down the street and sent it to the Cratchit house. He went to church and walked about the street and watched the people hurrying to and fro. He patted children on the head and questioned beggars, and found that everything could yield him pleasure. He had never dreamed that any walk, that anything, could give him so much happiness. In the afternoon, he turned his steps towards his nephew's house. He passed the door a dozen times before he had the courage to go up and knock, but he made a quick dash, and did it.
Fred!
Uncle Scrooge?
I've come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred?
Of course. Please make yourself at home. You must come at once to meet my wife. My dear, you must see who's just arrived.
When Scrooge met his niece, she looked just the same as he remembered. So did everyone who came. Wonderful party, wonderful games, wonderful happiness. But he was early at the office the next morning. Oh, he was early there. If he could only be there first and catch Bob Cratchit coming late.
Hello. What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I am very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
You are? Yes, I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please.
It's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
Now, I'll tell you what, my friend. I am not going to stand this thing any longer, and therefore, I am about to raise your salary.
Raise my salary?
A Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas, my fellow, than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavor to assist your struggling family, and we will discuss your affairs this very afternoon over a Christmas bowl of smoking bishop. Make up the fires and buy another coal scuttle before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew. Some people laughed to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh, and little heeded them. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. Afterwards, it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone.